Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Book Controversy, and I am finally back from my school trip. I did not post a video last week because I was overseas, but now I'm back, so I'm going to upload 2 videos this week to try to make up for last week's lack of video. And today's video I'm going to be doing a book tag called the Snob book tag, and I've been seeing this book tag go around, but I haven't actually got around to doing the tag as with many other tags I've been seeing going around. So I just thought that hey, I need more content, so I'm just gonna make this video. I have written all the questions in my Donald Duck book. I really love Donald Duck. I just love how he quacks. And let's get started. Question number 1. Adaptation snob. Do you always read the book before you see the movie? So the straightforward answer is no. I do not always read the book before I watch the movie, and a prime example is the fact that I watched the Percy Jackson series before I read the book. And I guess I prefer the books over the movies, but that doesn't mean that I read the book first and then proceed to the movies, because sometimes I just don't even know the book exists and I kind of just watch the movie and then I realize that it's based off a book, and then I go back to the book to read it. It's kind of like what happened with Percy Jackson. At that time I was I was kind of disconnected with the reading world. I was just reading what I wanted to read, so I did not know that Percy Jackson actually existed. So this sounds so bad of me, but I just watched it. I loved the movie. I went to read the book and I realized how lacking the movie was. But yeah, I don't always read the book before I watch the movie, and I don't think that's a bad thing either, because some people just chance upon the movie before they chance upon the book. And yeah, just to each his own, I guess. Question number 2. Format snob. You can only choose one format in which to read books for the rest of your life. Which would you choose? So for me, it would definitely be physical books, because I feel like reading through ebooks just don't sit right with me. The feel is just not there. And I feel like audiobooks, well, I kind of like to imagine things by myself instead of having people read it out to me. Like, I prefer to imagine the dialogue and give each characters their own different accents in opposition to just having someone read it out to me. And sometimes I feel like audiobooks have really boring narrators, and I just can't stand that. But on the other hand, I also feel like if I were to only read physical books, then most of my books would have to come from the library because I am broke. So that would mean that I would have to wait very long in order to read the books that I want to read. But I guess I don't really mind that, because as long as it's not an ebook and as long as it's not an audiobook, I am good. That is not to say that it's bad to read ebooks or listen to audiobooks. If you can read ebooks and listen to audiobooks, like, kudos to you. But I just can't. I just need to physically hold something in order to thoroughly enjoy it. Question 3. Ship snob. Will you date or marry a non-reader? I mean, honestly, why not? Like, it doesn't matter if they don't read. Like, to me, it doesn't matter. As long as they allow me the time and space I need to read, then everything is fine. Like, if they find joy and pleasure in other things aside from sitting there and looking at date wood and hallucinating, then honestly, do your thing. Just let me hallucinate while staring at words printed on date trees, and like, we are good. I'm good with dating or marrying a non-reader as long as we have an understanding that I need my own time and they can have theirs. Since we are on the topic of non-readers, I feel like there's such a stigma against them. Like, in the booktube community, there are so many people that feel they are superior to others simply because they read, and I feel like that is totally wrong. Like, if you don't read, sure, that's your choice. Like, us book readers should not feel like we have the right to look down upon you, to feel like you are less of a choice than book readers. And yeah, just non-book readers should be given the same respect we give to book readers. Question 4. Genre snob. You have to ditch one genre, never to be read again for the rest of your life. Which do you ditch? This is a really simple answer. It's gonna be sci-fi for me. I've just never really vibed with any sci-fi books, and I don't actually recall reading any sci-fi book. Like, off the top of my head, there's nothing. Even if I dig deeper into my head, I don't think there's gonna be anything. So I can definitely ditch sci-fi, like throw it across the ocean and I wouldn't care. Question 5. Uber genre snob. You can only choose to read one genre for the rest of your life. Which do you choose? If I were to choose, I think it would be historical fiction, because you can learn so much from historical fiction. And in historical fiction you can have romance, drama, fantasy, kind of, I guess, if they input that into the historical fiction, and just a bunch of other things. And it's sort of like a whole, it's like a gathering point for all the different genres in one genre, if that makes sense. And of course I'm biased because I really love historical fiction as a whole, and I love old things, you know. I love reading about the olden times, about how things were done, crying over deaths and war, because that's mostly what historical fiction is about. And yeah, I'll be down to read that genre for the rest of my life, just reading that genre forever, until I'm old and grey and my bones can't move anymore. Question 6. Community snob. Which genre do you think receives the most snobbery from the bookish community? So, hands down, it would be the romance and chick lit like genre. Like, almost everybody hates on them, and I have no idea why. I feel like it's just like a bandwagon that people hop onto. Like, oh, so people are hating on romance novels, so I'm going to hate on them too. I feel like there is this stigma against people that want to read romance novels and feel happy and light inside, but that shouldn't be the case, obviously, because if reading makes you feel light and happy inside, then go ahead, read that genre, read all the romance novels and chick lit novels you want, because as long as you are happy, who has the right to judge you? Just read what you want to read. And I think that so many people don't understand this concept of letting people read what they want to read. Like, stop hating on them, just let them do what they want to do. They are readers just like us. Just let them read what they want to read. I don't understand. Yeah. So on to the last question. It is the snobbery snob. Have you ever been snubbed for something that you have been reading or reading in general? Yes, definitely. In primary school, like, oh wow, I'm so old. Yeah, in primary school, a lot of people used to look at me weirdly because I read. Like, I will be in P4, that's 10 years old, and I'll be reading like the whole like Harry Potter series, and that is like uber big, and a lot of people will be like, why is she reading? Does she have no life? Doesn't she want to play tag with us? And yeah, I was just kind of really a loner because no one really vibed with me in the fact that I really liked reading. And even now, a lot of people, like, when they look at me on the train and I'm reading, like, their faces sort of contort and they're like, ooh, she's reading, like she's like reading, you know. And yeah, I guess I do get snubbed for reading a lot. And currently in my school, I am blessed and grateful for the fact that in my class everyone's really accepting of me being a reader, and there are many other readers in my class. But I know that many people don't have this privilege of being so welcomed for their reading habits. But essentially what I'm saying is that yes, I have been judged, and I'm happy that at this current moment I'm no longer being judged as much as I have been. But I know that other people are still being judged, and I just want you guys to know that it is okay to read. Just read, just sit on the train, flip through your book, don't care about what anyone thinks. Just read what you want to read, because reading is cool no matter what anyone says. So that is it for today's video. It is a mess, as with all my other videos, because I'm a mess and I just have to accept that fact. And I will upload a video soon. I'm actually thinking of doing a library tour. Not my own library because I don't have a library, but the community library, and it is kind of big, and I am kind of looking forward to making that video because I just want to show everyone Singapore's library, because Singapore really does have like many great libraries. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. As I said before, it's a mess because I'm a mess, and I love you guys and I hope to see you guys soon.